What up, world? It's Professor Ness, here to spark your brain again. Today we're going to be discussing men's mental health and how well we should be managing our emotions.
Where did you learn, or when did it become apparent to you that authenticity, vulnerability is what we need as a community in order for our communities to grow?
I stopped giving a fuck, man. Like, one of the greatest things that happened to me when I was in prison, I cried. Because as a kid in the community, especially a boy in the ghetto, you're taught to be tough by your mom. Fall off the swing. You better not cry. Boy, stop crying. Everybody teach you the dehumanization of black people is a deep thing about black people. Don't be a fucking human. Be a robot. Don't feel. Be tough. Don't cry. Don't go through a horror moment. You can't say I'm stressed out. I'm going through it. That's weak. You can't say I'm depressed. That's weak. You can't cry. That's weak. You can't get emotional and tell a woman, "Oh baby, I love you," in public. You soft ass. You're a simp. Listen. Think about this. You would be called a simp if you told the woman, the mother of your child, the woman you love, that you love her out loud. And you regularly told her that in an environment where they don't do that. That simp ass. He a simp. Think about how we think, bro. I'm like, I ain't got time for that shit. That shit is heavy. To carry around this joint, I ain't gonna feel, I ain't gonna cry. Man, that shit you will explode. Your back will hurt. You be fucked up.
Man, shout out to Wallow. I'm glad he shared his experience. It's okay to be vulnerable. Again, once you balling that stuff in, like he said, it's went heavy on you. You're gonna explode. You gotta have a release. You know, sometimes as with free men, we have our options. We can go perform physical activities. We can go fishing, go work out, go running, painting, play some music, go dancing, go to a church, read the Bible, find a prayer group, find a group of men that's been there and done that to give you some insight. Please don't bottle these things up. Express your emotions. It's okay. Don't allow what others think of you to allow you to hurt yourself even further. Let's continue.
You never had to walk in on my dope.
Yeah.
You never had to walk in on my just you know what I'm saying? The way I was raised, I had to deal with that cuz everything that happened, I had to deal with that. And I'm still dealing with it because ain't nobody come take me to give me no help. Ain't nobody got me no help. I learned about that when I got older.
Okay, so do you...
You know, this real, cuz like this what it's in my head, my whole life. In my head. The I go through, I can't even go to her, she hard. I can't go to you hard. So I'm on the concrete, my granddaddy ain't that hard.
Wow.
Man, much respect to Scrappy for expressing himself to his mom in front of that crowd. As you can see, some of the women couldn't even take it. It's hard. And for him to express himself of going through things he's been going through since childhood. Imagine something been weighing on you since childhood. And then you get to adulthood, you know, you figure out that, hey, there's help out there that I can reach out, I can go to express myself. And to be able to confront your mom in front of your girlfriend and others and express that took a lot. You know, and I respect and I commend Scrappy for letting his feelings out, letting his emotions out, things that he's been bottled up since childhood. It's okay. Let it out. Express yourself.
Men don't speak about this, but a lot of men suffer in silence also. When you a provider, and you a real provider, but you already unhappy, and you not feeling like you being celebrated in a proper manner, you feel like you only being tolerated. Like a lot of people be like, why certain men don't go home? Like when I was in the streets, I used to hate going home because I feel like it's cool, but I ain't welcome though. Cause it don't feel embracing when I go home. It's like y'all act like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And a lot of men suffer from that and not knowing that it's okay to have your man cave. You have to go in your solitude and have your time for yourself in order for you to release. Cause we so busy being tough and harboring all these resentment and emotions and all the shit we deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, much respect for Kevin Gates. He said a mouthful then. All right, so we bottle things up, all that resentment. We come home and it's not embracing, it's not welcoming, it's not that vibe that you want, that energy that you want when you come home. You've been working hard all day, you're a provider. You make sure you handle things the way they should be handled, and you only being tolerated. You're not being celebrated. You're not being appreciated. So a lot of men are facing that, and it's hard. So yes, having somewhere you can go in your solitude and replenish your energy is extremely important, guys. Don't bottle that stuff in. Have somewhere where you can release. You need an outlet. Trust me, find an outlet. That's the solution here.
Thought I was gonna come out here into the middle of nowhere and chop wood and it was gonna fix everything, but it didn't. All right? I still feel horrible. So what? You're a black man. Suck it up and play through. Right? We don't get to cry in public. That's not what we get to do. You have to have thicker skin. But do I always have to keep my walls off? What if I'm sad? We don't get to be sad, son. What if I'm scared? We don't get to be scared either, and we can't believe and trust because we never get the benefit of the doubt. I've heard my entire life how there are a million reasons I can't show vulnerability to the world. But the world isn't out here chopping wood. Right? Right now, it's just you and me. So why can't I be vulnerable out here? I don't know. I want to try something. I've read that the most vulnerable thing you can do is look into somebody's eyes without breaking eye contact. Dad, do you see me? Yes. I see you, son. No. Do you see me?
Man, that was powerful. A perfect example of the narrative of our parents letting us know, hey, you don't get to cry. Toughen up. You don't get to be sad. Have thicker skin. As you can see, they were out chopping wood. They found the outlet, but it wasn't working. And a lot of times, it's something that we like to do. I don't think anybody want to go chop wood. We got to find something different that we would enjoy doing. And that should be our outlet. The son continued to express that, hey, I'm not okay, and I need you to know that. And as parents, we should know that. We should be more receptive to understanding how our children feel. I have a 4-year-old son. He's turning 5 next month. And this is something that I take very critical and very important. And I let him know all the time, hey, if you feel some type of way, you feel sad, you feel mad, let me know how you feel, why you feel this way, so we can get to the bottom of it. If not, then this continues to be a situation where your child is, frowning and letting their head down and folding their arms. And that's not okay. They should be able to express themselves to you, and you should be receptive in the form of trying to figure out ways of better their feelings, better their emotions. It's okay to cry. It's okay not to feel okay. It's just not okay to hold it in. It's not okay to not express yourself. It's not okay to not find an outlet. Do not turn to drugs, violence, alcoholism, all of these negative things that's going to bring you down. Refrain from that. Find healthier, positive outlets, something productive, something that's going to be profitable. Head in that direction. Tap in with me if you like this video. I appreciate you for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Comment a concern, an emotional outburst, drop them in the comments, and also share this with someone you think may benefit from this. There's a lot of guys that may be out there going through things and they need to listen to something. And just send them this video and hopefully they tap in and it'll change their day. Thank you guys. Professor Ness, always sparking brains. Until next time, holla at me.